My name is Esther Nicole Adomako, and I'm a product UX designer. I am here at Orange Tech as an intern with the product department, and I'm interning as a junior product manager. Some of my short-term goals include, helping startups design usable products that solve real problems. But in the future, I look forward to becoming a product manager and even to some extent, a front-end developer. The first course I took was product management for fintech, then digital finance for all, digitizing agriculture, and MSME finance and agent networks in the last mile. I think the one that I focused on was the product management for fintech, because I have a soft spot for fintech, especially startups and fintech startups. Learning about the course really opened my eyes to a lot of things, that there are a lot of technicalities in product management. I realized that it's just entailed a whole lot, not just what I had experienced on Teams. And one thing I realized that in Ghana, research is one thing that we don't really seem to value. And as a product manager, it's part of you. It should be part of you. And you should also know your product in and out, not just what pleases users, but also what goes into the product at the back end and even the front end. Those are some of the things I learned in product management for fintech. Another thing too was digitizing agriculture. So my mom has a coconut farm, and for some years I never really bothered. She has it and we hear about it. But when I took the course, I realized what farmers really go through to get funding, to get the support they need. And I also realized the value in adding value to your produce as a farmer. And it's something I think I've developed that love, and I want to help her with the course I learned and the knowledge I have. I would definitely want to help her to make her coconut. When she harvests her coconut, I think we can put some value on that and then sell it. So those two courses really has opened my eyes. And here at Orange Tech, I had the chance to work on some projects. For instance, a reconciliation app for PageApp, which is their flagship product, and also the PageAx loan product. So working with my boss, he was able to help me to draft product papers, draft technical papers, do some research, and also help me to really prepare myself, not just jump in. So as a product designer, most of the time we are tempted to just jump in and start designing products, especially for clients when they have their own requirements. So coming here and applying the knowledge from product management for fintech under my boss really opened my eyes to the behind the scenes before products get out there onto the market.
My intern's performance was good, better than I expected in some cases. I think she had been armed well enough with the capabilities that she needed for the role. When I engaged her initially, the conversation was mainly around doing things like product discovery, doing some research, and that came in very handy when we were working on some of our in-house projects or products. And so it's been great working with her. We have a few things lined up for the end of the year. One of the products, which is a flagship product, I may not be able to mention exactly what it is, but essentially it was at the initiation stage. The product was at the initiation stage, and so she needed to do some research, essentially come up with the personas for that product, and then to productize it. So when I say productize, I mean take it from the initiation stage to a point where we actually created a documentation around the product. So fully fledging out the personas, working on the flows, right, the customer journeys, and then going on to create the UIs or the user experience prototypes for the product. So that was a great contribution to the team. As we speak, the development team is actually using those things that she worked on to actually build out that feature.
projects?
I think programs like DFI are essential to fill the gap between the theory of a subject area and the actual practical real world use of it. So in the case of working with my intern, she's picked up tools, she's learned things, right? But it's now time to actually apply it in a real world working environment, which will essentially be a test of what you've learned to see if you actually understood it. So that way, once you enter the working world, you actually have the understanding of what it is that you learned and you can actually apply it. So it's not just theory anymore, but it's now practical. Looking at her contribution during her internship period, I will definitely be open to having another intern from DFI. And I think it's a great initiative. I think there are not a lot of programs out there that would, first of all, give you the knowledge, but then also position you in a place to be able to actually use it, right? For a lot of places, they just give you the knowledge and leave you on your own to find your way around, which may be difficult because in the product management field especially, people are typically looking for people who have experience because as you understand, taking a product from initiation to the market requires a level of experience and people are often not willing to take the risk with people, right? So this is a great initiative that allows these girls to get into the working space. So besides the fact that we are enabling the younger generation, giving them the tools that they need to excel in the market, you're also getting some well-trained or well-prepared individuals to join your team to actually make meaningful contributions to your team, and to drive that outcome that you expect as a business. And in our case, it has been key in this so-called products that I cannot mention the name of. But it's been great. She managed to fill the gaps that we had around human resources for that period of time and to drive that specific product towards closure in the sense that we were looking at it. So that's been good. So I think it's a good initiative, yeah.
And currently, I think I deem it fit to call myself a product manager because I handled a lot of writing and documentation while I was here, and because the reconciliation app for Payjack was solely my project. I should be proud to call myself a product manager, maybe a junior product manager. I'll tell young girls out there to always be on the lookout for opportunities like this, and when they come or when they get such opportunities, they should take advantage of them. This scholarship on a normal day, I probably wouldn't have been able to afford it, and even if I could, I would have selected some courses and the ones I think I would have been able to afford. But then I got a full package and I'm so grateful. While I was here at Orange Tech, I realized I developed a new passion for product marketing, which is something that is really, really critical because when the product is done and it's on the shelves, who is going to take them off the shelves? It's the marketing bit that would drive people to take them off the shelves so you can make your revenue. And I learned all that while I was here. I probably wouldn't have gotten this opportunity if I didn't take the courses. So to all the young, beautiful girls out there, please grab every opportunity that helps you to enhance your skills and helps you to develop yourself personally. Thank you. I would like to say a big thank you to, first off, Yeboah Chereme, my boss, who recommended me for this program, to Kaplas, MasterCard Foundation, and Digital Frontiers Institute. You are the bosses.